And we are back here on Hobby Life. This time joining us on the set is Sir Reynaldo and Sir Pins. Welcome to the show. So, we want to know how you guys started with your work. Sino gusto mag-start? Sir.
I started about when I was I started about when I was 4 to 6 years old, no? And I feel being influenced by the mural art in the ceiling of the churches in Bohol that I saw when I was young. And it was around 2001, the Lamini Brothers of the Canadian Institution provide us a studio room for about 2 to 3 artists now. So I was so lucky I was included to have that daily painting session.
Anong age ka that time?
That was
sir?
college time, when I was in college.
Pero nag-sketch ka before?
Yes, when I was young, when I was 4 years old, 5, I already doing my pencil sketches.
So, sir, who discovered that you can actually do art? Your parents?
When I was in elementary, I started participating in a contest, no? So luckily they used to choose me for as a participant of the competition, and also I got some awards.
So, like this one, the previous one, that's charcoal work or pencil?
Yes, that's charcoal work, sepia.
Okay. Ikaw, Sir Pins, how did you start?
Actually, I started during grade school because there's one book from my older brother, small pocket book, and it's full of his drawings.
Sketches.
And then I copy it in my notebook also. And then high school, I joined competitions, but rarely because I'm a little bit shy. And then when I go to college, I also started to
Sketch pa.
sketching and accepting commissions on pencil and charcoal. Actually, I'm a graduate of heavy equipment mechanic, and then I shifted to
More
this is
into
just
arts.
more in the arts.
So, since you mentioned copying kanina, you used to copy your brother, right? So, what do you believe, both of you, what do you believe is your take on copying art po? Like, is it okay to start out with copying, or is it a habit that someone has to break?
Actually, in my case, I don't exactly copy what I saw. So I want to create my own, no? Even when I was young, when I saw some images, I just want to capture it through my own imagination and my own feelings.
Parang you incorporate your own style.
Yes,
in
yes.
image. Pareho din pa, sir? Or
For me, I think
more on copying?
more on copying
Like
because
this one po?
yeah, this one because for my side, I want to capture the character or the beauty of a person. So I'm into realism. So that's why all my works are, for the example, the face, the eyes, and the dog is very realistic.
So if you see the photo, it's more or less the same as this.
Yeah.
So sir, can you tell me what materials you use to create this?
I use oil
Ano yung
medium.
difference yung oil na medium compared to other paints?
Actually, oil medium is slow drying.
Mm-mm.
So you can work it unlike other medium, like acrylic is fast drying, or maybe in a few minutes it will dry. But in oil, you can blend it. It will dry for 2 days, so it's good for blending.
So ikaw, sir, about your style, because we met each other in the art market, right, sir? And then you said you were like the Vincent Van Gogh of the Philippines.
Yeah, exactly. I'm imitating the work of Vincent Van Gogh. He's my favorite artist, actually, a French artist.
Yeah, your work is there on the screen.
Yes, that is
actually.
Starry Night. It's an impressionism, and that's my style. Actually, that's my style because I don't want really to copy what the
He
way I
does.
said. Yes, what I saw. I don't want really to copy exactly, but it's how I feel it.
So why do you feel strongly about this style compared to realism or other works?
Actually, I explore many of School of Arts because we have impressionism, naturalism, abstraction. But most of the time, I realized that most of my works are all impressionism. So I said, this is me. This is my home. This is myself. So
This is
I
your
want to be
style.
like Vincent Van Gogh because he is an impressionist.
So it's already obvious na Vincent Van Gogh is your favorite. So how about you, sir? Sino yung favorite artist, or where do you draw inspiration from?
Actually, I draw inspiration from the classical realism.
So walang
This-
specific na favorite artist?
Rembrandt. It's the lighting of Rembrandt. It's,
Can you see it like in your art?
actually, on Rembrandt, he used only one source of light. And
So
then-
like in a photo, if yung backlight, yun yung source of light.
Yeah, actually, when I research on the internet, actually the lighting on the photograph is, they get it from the style of Rembrandt. There's a triangle here. You can see on the,
Yes po. So
yeah, this,
malapit sa akin.
actually that style is from Rembrandt.
So, how is it? Are you artists formally or do you have day jobs?
For me, before I focused in painting, that was only last year. I have a
Last year.
job, yes. I was hired as accounts officer in a foundation. And that's very difficult for me to manage my time. And now I focus in art. Yeah.
So when you started art, basically you stopped also your job.
Not necessarily because I have to use my time now. Saturday and Sunday is my working time in art. And for Monday to Friday, so
You have a
yes.
different job. Kayo ba, sir?
Actually, I'm a heavy equipment mechanic. So I'm a former OFW. So just last year, I quit my job and then and then I want to painting is just a hobby for me, but my heart is here. So I want
Sa
to
art
I
talaga.
want to pursue painting.
What's it like living as an artist? Do you get a lot of attention or is it mahirap in finding the materials po?
for me, living like an artist is a happy life, no? This is a happy lifestyle. I enjoy being an artist because that's me. I can express myself better in art, and not much with doing like professional work. Doing painting is that gives me all inspiration in my life to continue to live, to breathe, despite of all the challenges that I have encountered in life. So this art make me alive right now.
So passion mo talaga, sir. So if you had a choice, you would really give every day to art po?
Yes, that would be better.
So, by as early as 4, that's when you started your love. Pero when did people start to notice na you were developing as an artist?
When I was young, actually, my neighbor used to come for a project. No, I was about 6 years old. That they come to our house and they want to do this project. So I made sketches, drawing, and
So may nagsuggest sa'yo to take up art school?
no. That was me who just pursue the skills that I have. I have to do the self-study. I go around to the libraries, all around the libraries in the province, where I can just research, doing some research and explore. Because I don't have enough materials and I don't have mentor. How I wish during that younger years.
Accessible.
Yes,
yun.
there was a mentor in art.
So how about in your case? Like, how did you have access to all of this? Considering na di talaga art yung start mo.
Actually, on the internet. Because on the internet, I started joining few groups. Actually, the first group I think I joined is Guhit Pinas, and then I joined a specific group, Let's Paint. Let's Paint is focused only on traditional painting. So my medium is oil, and unlike Guhit Pinas, it's very broad. There's a pencil, there's a ball pen, there's an anime. It's a big community where I started, where I'm very proud of. Then when I joined Let's Paint, I started to
Focus lang dito sa paint.
and I joined also group exhibits.
So, ikaw po, sir, you're part of a group, right? May I know what that group is?
That's UVAP. We call it United Visual Artists of the Philippines. We just built it. That was I think 1 year ago.
It's only 1 year.
Yes.
So, about the same time, you also started formally painting.
Yes, and because I feel that artists need also support, so I built that group to help reunite all artists in the Philippines.
How do you feel is the artist industry here in the Philippines? Is it doing well or medyo struggling po mga artists natin?
In just my observation, artists here in the Philippines are doing well. Some are so far are excellent, no? They go abroad, they enjoy the lifestyle as an artist. But there are also some artists who are struggling. The fact that not all are privileged that their painting had been sold or purchased by rich collectors.
Kaya po, sir.
Actually, if you're just starting in art, it's very difficult because first is developing your name, your style, and then upgrading your name, and then financial problem is also very difficult because materials are very expensive. So, but if you have the heart, and then, for example, in my case, if I can commission painting, it's actually ito talaga yung target ko nung una na nung pinasok ko yung art, gusto ko talaga yung portrait. Kasi, ewan ko, sa lahat kasi, ewan ko, nagagandahan talaga ako pag ganito eh. Kesa sa ibang style ng art.
Since you mentioned na actually both of you do sell your works, right? So how much are your paintings?
Actually, it depends on the size.
So for example, this size.
Sa size ko na ganito, actually, nag-arrange siya ng 35 to 40 sa commission.
35 to 40. Ikaw po, sir.
Actually, I base my price on those people who want to own my paintings. Like for example, if it's my relative, so I can give him the good price. Yes. And for those people that want to have a collection of my work, and it ranges from 15K to 220K.
220K. So, yung 220K, parang same din yung size nito or smaller din?
Yes, the one supposed to be it's here. The controversial flower of Van Gogh, that's 220K. It's about 18 by 24.
Yung controversial flower ng Van Gogh, what's it about?
It's about just a flower. I still like paintings.
So very simple lang yung flower. Dun is. Sayang we couldn't bring it here. So, what are the challenges you have faced growing up with not having this materials ready for you? Anong mga challenges po yung mga artists dito?
Actually, if because I'm also a resourceful artist, whatever material that come in front of me, so I can convert it into art. So I don't bother much myself. Oh, I don't have materials to do this one.
If kaya lang
Yes.
pencil na kaya.
So if I have to use a pencil, so I can use it.
So, ano po yung mga favorite artworks mo that you have done? Yeah, for yourself.
Actually, my favorite one is the controversial flower of Van Gogh. That's why I put
You
a
really
high
brought
price
it
at
here.
220K.
Oh, even if it's your favorite, you're actually selling it po.
Yes.
You don't keep any of your artworks for yourself or meron naman?
There are some painting at homes that I need to keep it for myself, and it will be considered as private collection. But if there are some people who want to own it, so I can give it.
Okay, ikaw po. Yung favorite artwork mo?
My favorite artwork is, as usually my subjects are all my niece. This one is my niece. So
Yung
my
others that
cousin.
flashed earlier was also your nieces.
Yeah, my niece also. Because child is, yung mga bata kasi yung, kumbaga, natural kasi yung expression nila. Kumbaga sa
Very
matatanda.
honest.
Oh, very honest. Kung ano yung nakikita mo kasi natural yan.
So before we pause for a break, you guys can give your Facebook information or your contacts for commissions. Would you like to go first?
Yes, you can contact me at my number 093934888100.
Wala kayong Facebook page?
Yes, I have a Facebook. You can just search Rinaldo de la Peña.
Tapos ang good. And then you po.
You can contact me on my Facebook account, Aurelio Pins Pintor III, or my Facebook page, the same also, Aurelio Pins Pintor III.
So that's all the time. Yeah, there's the contact information of Aurelio. So thank you guys for joining us here on Hobby Life, and we'll be back with more artists after the break.